All right, guys, we are understanding division with unit fractions this week. There you see your I can statement for the week. I can apply extended previous understanding of division to divide unit fractions by whole numbers and whole numbers by unit fractions by the end of this unit. Yesterday, we started looking at reciprocals of fractions. We found that reciprocals were a flip of the fraction. For example, if I have 3/8, what is the reciprocal of 3/8? You got it, 8/3. We were able to flip our fraction by making our numerator the denominator and making our denominator our numerator. Let's look at one more. 2/7. If we were to find the reciprocal of 2/7, we would flip our fraction, making our new fraction 7/2. We have flipped our fraction 2/7 into 7/2 by making our numerator our denominator and our denominator our numerator. I also want you to remember, when you multiply a fraction by its reciprocal, you will get 1. 2 times 7 is 14. 7 times 2 is 14, which is equal to 1. So you're wondering, how are these reciprocals going to help us divide fractions? Let's take a look at it. My first example is 3/5 divided by a unit fraction of 1/6. Now, if I want to divide this fraction, there is a way I can do that by using the KCF method. The KCF means keep, change, flip. And you notice I've been using the word flip. You know, when we're flipping, we're finding the reciprocal. So I'm going to use my KCF method to keep the first fraction, which is 3/5. I'm going to keep that. I'm going to change division to multiplication. And I'm going to flip my second fraction, making 1/6 into 6/1. Now that I've used my KCF method, I will multiply like I know to multiply straight across my numerators and my denominator, which will give me 18/5. That lets me know that 3/5 divided by 1/6 is equal to 18/5. 18/5 can be turned into a mixed number. We know that 5 will go into 18 3 times, with 3 left over and 5 as our denominator. Let's try another one. So here we're dividing 4/8 divided by 5/1. I am going to use my KCF. Just a reminder that the K represents keep. C, we're going to change division to multiplication, and flip, just like our reciprocal. We'll flip that second fraction. So let's go ahead and use our KCF method, where we're going to keep 4/8. We're going to change division to multiplication. And we're going to find the reciprocal of that second fraction, which we're going to flip. We're going to change 5/1 to 1/5. Now that we've used our KCF method, we're ready to multiply like we know we have been practicing. 4 times 1 is 4. 8 times 5 is 40. So that lets me know 4/8 divided by 5/1 is equal to 4/40. Now we know that this can be reduced into 1/10, which is our final answer. Now let's practice using your practice sheet. pause the video if you have not completed 1 through 12. You can use scratch paper, number your paper 1 through 12. Use the example and directions to complete, and you can restart the video to hear the review. So we're going to solve these division problems by multiplying by the reciprocal. We're going to use the guides to help us, and they are telling us we do not need to simplify our answer. So let's take a look at the example together. Here we're dividing 3/4 divided by 2/5. I see that they have used the keep, change, flip method, which gave them an answer of 15/8. Let's try the next one. 5/4 divided by 2/3. I'm going to keep 5/4. I'm going to change division to multiplication. My reciprocal will be 3/2. Once I multiply that out, my final answer here will be 15/8. All right, on to number 3. They have used the keep, change, flip method. We're going to flip 1/4 into 4/1. Once we multiply, we have 4/7 as our final answer. Let's look at number 4. Again, they've used the keep, change, flip. We kept 8/13. We're going to multiply by 2/1, which gives us a final answer of 16/13. Awesome. On to number 5. I want you to remember the KCF because we're going to be using that as we divide fractions. So here, 3/5 times 6/1, which will give us 18/5. I hope you got that answer as well. Let's take a look at number 6, where we have 4/8 divided by 5/1. We're using the KCL because they've kept the 4/8. We changed division to multiplication. Now we're going to find the reciprocal of our second fraction, which is 1/5. Our final answer here is 4/40. 4/40. Number 7, 5/8 divided by 3/4. We're going to keep 5/8. We change division to multiplication. We're going to find the reciprocal of 3/4, which is 4/3. And multiply. 5 times 4 is 20/18. Final answer. Number 8, 1/12 divided by 1/12. Here, we're going to keep 1/12. We change division to multiplication. And now we're going to find the reciprocal of our second fraction, which is 12/1. 1 times 12 will give us 12. And 12 times 1 will give us a 12, which is equal to 1 whole. Final answer. Number 9, 7/9 divided by 2/3. I'm going to keep 7/9, change division to multiplication, and we're going to flip 2/3, making it 3/2. When I multiply 7 times 3, I have 21/18. Final answer, since we do not have to simplify. All right, moving on to number 10, 1/8 divided by 3/16. I'm going to keep 1/8. I'm going to change division to multiplication, and I'm going to find the reciprocal of 3/16, which is 16/3. Once I multiply, I have 16/24 as my final answer. Number 11, 5/11 divided by 4/7. I'm going to keep 5/11. I'm going to change division to multiplication. And now I'm going to find my reciprocal for 4/7, which is 7/4. I'm multiplying straight across, which will give me 35/44 as a final answer. Number 12. Using the KCF method, I'm dividing 9/10 divided by 5/6. I'm going to keep 9/10. I'm going to change division to multiplication, which they've done for me. And I'm going to find the reciprocal for 5/6, which is 6/5. Now I'm multiplying 9 times 6, which is 54. 10 times 5, which is 50. 54 over 50 is my final answer. Great job, guys. Please rewind the video if you needed more instruction or more time to practice. You can also visit Canvas for additional practice. Thank you, guys. Have a great day.